Mitram and Bandhu, welcome to South Asia Maps, Mitrana. This is your education channel and intellectual Chatriya's channel. Your presenter, Dr. J. Reddy, will bring you a diverse fields of knowledge in the iconographic form so that these things will be easily etched in your mind. Today, we'll discuss about our agriculture series, part 20, cropland in North India, Uttar Bharat. Excuse me. I have arbitrarily divided this to make the things easy. We called most of this part Uttar Bharat, North India. Previously, we looked Central Bharat, India, and Southern Bharat. And I will show you where I got this statistics. So this is to keep in mind. I have ignored this East Bengal region, even though added there in county. And Mitrunam, and this is uh, my YouTube channel, South Asia Maps JRD. I have more than 600 videos on diverse varied topics, and I have put them in round about 70 playlists. You can pick and choose the choice of your interest. South Asia Maps JRD. This is our agriculture series channel. So we're talking about 20, that means the cropland. Previously, we have completed the cropland in South India, cropland in Central India, now cropland in North India. If you take the cropland in Bharat is around about 180, you can almost give one third to each region. South India is 60, North India current topic, instead of 60, take away 10 or 8 and add that to Central India 68. Why some 2 is not counted here means I have not counted minor regions in the northeast Bharat like Seven Sisters, etc. Some, so there is some difference. So that just to make the things very easy, that may not matter that much. That's why instead of 180, you see the little difference. That's all it is. And Mitrana, before you want to know what is the land areas of the planet Earth, I have a series put in called the Game Series Geographical Areas Made Easy. And sorry, not this the one. Geographical Areas Made Easy. You can consult that playlist. If you go over that, you will get a very intuitive. I made the things very intuitive for you. Uh, any person who can understand English I am speaking can very easily grasp, and you can articulate, you can figure it out what is the land area of the continents, the countries, almost every area on the planet Earth, more or less, like in the 90% range. I have spent a lot of time since more than 4 decades doing the map reading and intensive studies. You need not go to that excruciating process. You can get it. You can look at that series extensively. I have posted it and so on. For our current interest, Mitronam, very easy here. If you didn't have the time to go through, I will explain it very clearly here. Very easy. In the game series, geographic areas made. You have 1 square kilometer here. Square kilometer means 1 kilometers all the way. 1 square kilometer is a square that has 100 hectares. Add two zeros. Because 1 hectare is 2.5 acres, so 250 acres, 1 square kilometer. Suppose if you draw a square that is 1,000 kilometers here, again 1,000 kilometers here, this is the 1 million square kilometers, means you have 6 zeros. That's exactly size of Egypt. Egypt also more or less a country square in size. If you just massage a little bit the Sinai Peninsula and so on, that means 1 million square kilometer. That means if you redraw the frontiers of the surface area of the planet Earth, you will get 150 Egypts. Remember, 150 Egypts. Healthy person lives 100 years. Super healthy person should live 150 years. There are 360 days or so in a year. There are 360 units water body. Join them together, add 510. Four countries are political units, rather to say Canada, China, United States, Europe, west of Ural Mountains, that includes a western part of Russia, also European Russia, have 10 units. That means 10 times Egypt, 10 million square kilometers. Russia itself is 17 units, million square kilometers. That is exactly the size of the cropland in the planet Earth. Cropland means where you grow the crops, and other land you can graze the animals and ranch them. That's the pasture land, grazing land is not really cropland. It is a farm, that is a animals land, we can say. If you join the cropland and add the pasture land, range land, that becomes agricultural land. That will be more than the cropland. So just to give you a broader idea and a nuance, 150 Egypts is the surface area of the planet Earth. 10% of is 15 Egypts. You add two more, 17 Egypts, that is the Russia. That means 17 units is the cropland. 10% of the land area on the world is the cropland. 17 million square kilometers, 1700 million hectares. You got it very easy now. So you have 1700 million hectares, the world cropland. Cropland is the hectares because the big is the million hectares. 10% of that is again the cropland in India. 1700 means 10% is 70. That is the 70 means 170 or 180, make it little bit. That is the cropland in Bharat. That means the Bharat post Radcliffe time contains 10% of the cropland in the entire world. You make it three parts, 60, 60, 60, you get it. And that means we have arbitrarily made into three regions, right? We have arbitrarily made into three regions. So here, if you are new to Bharat and you can see the provinces here, I am listing here the northern part. I have not counted like small Tripura, Mizoram, Manipur, Nagaland, and all the, but I have taken Assam into consideration. Even the Ladakh, Jammu and Kashmir, because they don't have that much agricultural land, also does not matter. That won't sway the figures at all. Mostly this area we are talking about, and previously we talk about the central Bharat. We are talking about the southern Bharat also. We completed. So this is the area where I got the figures. I will show you walk code the figures there, and the figures coming to the figures. Let's say I went to this document, the Government of India document, and went there. And this is round about what year? Round about maybe 2017, 18. That does not matter, there will not be much change. So these are the states. This is the agricultural land in thousand, right? So just I taken this massage a little bit so that rounded up. That's it. You see, you go over there slowly. If you have any questions, you can pause there and see. And finally, they come out to 181. I made it to 180. So to make the things easier, that is the from there I got this, and I am making these presentations so that it will be helpful to you. That is the place you can find it. So these are the land areas. How to remember the land areas again? In Bharat, I made one game series part 2. So very intuitively you can understand that. I will not go over that. These are the areas, South Asia itself. And so if you go over there, you can very easily understand. And even that may not be necessary to follow this lesson. Essentially, this is the land area. Remember, Bharat has a 3.2 million hectares, three times Egypt. That means among which more than 50%, 320 units, half of will be 160. Little more than means you will get 180. That means almost 10% of Soviet Union cropland, right? Yeah, Soviet. So almost 10% of the cropland size of the Soviet Union cropland size. So 180 units will be there. Yeah, the world, sorry, world cropland. If you have 1700, 1700 world, 10% is 170, we make it 180. So we have uniformly distributed 60 each, but North India has a little less. So how to easily, so this is the areas in million hectares. This is the cropland in million hectares. Easy way to remember is Punjab and Haryana intensely cultivated. Almost everywhere there is a cropland. Nearly 80% of the land itself a cropland in those provinces. So you get 4 and 4 units. And because Uttar Pradesh is also heavily cropped, and more than 80% of the land is cropped, so 19 units there. And if you keep that four, Punjab, Haryana, same, you get a Jharkhand there. And if you give this West Bengal, Assam 3, 9, or make it 8, then those. Bihar also you can make it quite 8. So you get essentially. Here I have put for your clarity Bangladesh, that east of Hooghly line or Ravi line, sorry, Bhagirathi line or Dauki Falls or Sankosh River, the partition line, Darul Harb and Darul Mominia. And that I have shown it for clarity here. I have not counted in this one. So 180 India. So cropland is 50 million square kilometers. Land area, this northern part is about 8. And this other small provinces, states ignored. Here I am showing the same thing so that if you have any clarity, you can stop here and look at it. North India is the same thing we have articulated, whatever. Bangladesh I have not shown you here. So the world is 1700 units, 10% that is 180 units in India. You make it into 3, you will get the clarity of the cropland. How does this fit into entire thing on the planet Earth? Then we will go. See the cropland. There are 1700s is the cropland in the planet Earth. So India has 170. United States almost 160. China is 134. Russia. Next is the Brazil 63. If you make it 60, that means each part of Bharat, whether the North India or South India or Central India, almost the same size of the farmland. North India today we counted 50 instead of that. Then you can next to jump one position lower is the Indonesia. That means any these three regions of the Bharat in terms of the cropland will be round about 5 or 6 only. That very large amount of the cropland is present on the planet Earth. That is the point you need to keep in mind. How does this entire thing fits into a story? Very easy. Egypt is 1 million square kilometers. Entire planet Earth 150 Egypts. Russia itself is 17 Egypts. Four countries, the China and Canada, United States, all Europe west of Urals is 10 Egypts, so 10 size. And because Soviet Union is 17 units, that is exactly the cropland, 17 units, million square kilometers at 1700. 1700 is the world cropland. Take away word 0, that means 10% of 170 will be Bharat, actually 180 million hectares, make into 3 parts. South India gets 60, North India gets little less than 60, means make it 50, give to Central India, those 8 or 10, ignoring the marginal states or union territories. So you got the very good clarity now. Hope this will help you, Mitronam. And if you are new to my presentations, I have posted a lot of series on human ecology, and that will be also some parts will correlate with the agriculture series and population series also. You can look at them, and you can find that most of the agriculture ecology series comes from Dr. Cotton's work, Bottleneck Overseas. Hope this will put the things in proper perspective, Mitruna. And other series also I have posted various provinces of Bharat, especially Indic centric studies. You can look at them also. These are all the presentations. Yeah. And hope this will give you a broader idea of the cropland in North India. If you like the presentations, you can post your comments or suggestions. Even bring this information to your friends so that similar audience can be benefited. See you later in other presentations. Next will be the land area of the planet Earth, land area of the world, and cropland of the world, how they compare with each other. You will get a very good clarity in that presentation.